Which wizard wears the biggest hat? The one with the biggest head. What's going on, Math Wizards? We're back and it's time to look at volume, okay? We're looking at volume. We talked about finding area before, which involves looking at the dimensions of a shape, right? Of a 2D figure. But now we're doing volume, which involves checking out 3 different dimensions. We're adding a dimension to that, okay? Let's start off with the 2 that we already know. We know when we have a shape, right? A 2D shape, we always identify its length as its longest side, right? Its longest side. So we have our length here of 6 centimeters, right? Then let's identify our width, right? We know that's how wide it is. I like to personally think about using my foot, right? Or using my shoe. How long it is, right? The longer side, and then how wide it is, okay? So then we have our width of 3 centimeters, right? So our width of 3 centimeters, all right? So now we're adding our 3rd dimension. That's why we call these 3D shapes, right? We're adding our 3rd dimension. So here we see our height. So that's what takes a paper from being flat to becoming a box, right? If we have that 3rd dimension of height, then we're adding that. So we have here a height of 2 centimeters. All right, this should be the same shape that is on your mission launch. So if you're looking at that mission launch, it tells you the formula to finding the area of a rectangular prism, so a shape like this, is by multiplying the width times the length times the height. So we're going to take our 6, multiply it times 3, and then multiply that times 2. Okay, 6 times 3, we know that's 18. 18 times 2 is going to give us 36. So we know that's 36, right, centimeters. But before we used to say that squared, because we would use squares, right? A 2D shape to fill in a 2D figure, right? We would use squares. But here, to fill in a 3D figure, since we're using 3 dimensions, we would use cubes, right? We would use those 3D cubes to fill in this shape, right? So we would put 36 centimeters cubed, which is a little 3 as an exponent, all right? So whenever you're finding that volume, length times width times height. Let's get to it. All right, Math Wizards, so when you're finding the volume of these rectangular prisms, remember, first identify your 3 dimensions, your length, your width, and your height. Then multiply those 3 to get your volume. Then make sure that you put your unit and that you put cubed, which is the 3 as an exponent. All right, get to it.